prepared for the worst. One of the other, I told you one of the kids was an artist. The other one was from the countryside, but apparently from missing his mom too much, he was only I think 12 at the time. He had a calcium crisis, so we had to take him to the hospital. And of course we had no papers with us, because the papers were at the hotel in the other part of the town. So we had to have him checked by a doctor. And we had to go through a whole process of explaining what we were doing, how come we are shooting a picture in godforsaken CLUJ, you know, what are our interests, why are we doing this, and how come that the boy's mom is not with us, you know. So we were like thinking that if she calls the police, you know, you can somehow easily try to persuade a person in the emergency room who's seen a lot, who's been through a lot. But then when it comes to somebody in a uniform, then things will get a bit messy. You know, they probably check our documents and so on and so forth, and maybe they will find some discrepancies, and then we'll have to call everything off. But God was on our side, and we eventually got over this. And you probably saw the mobster, the Mannerist guy. It was a funny thing, because when I spoke to him about the picture, he said, "Yeah, I want to be in the movie. Why not?" And he said, "Okay, but the script says that you have to bring a gun, because you have to shoot at the two kids, you know." I said, "Yeah, no problem. I can give a gun." I said, "Could you like come up with a toy gun?" I said, "No, I'll bring you a real gun." No. Could you please bring me a toy gun?" And eventually he showed up on a set 2 hours later, and he said, "I'm sorry, I tried to get a real gun from all my friends, but nobody would believe me that I was going to play in a movie." So this is what I could come up with. And he takes out this training gun with compressed air, and the barrel was this big. And I said, "I can't put you in my movie with that, you know." And he said, "Why not?" Because I brought the son of the chief warden of the Zalor police. It wasn't just another tattooed guy, you know, mobster-like. And he said, it took me 2 hours to get this gun, and they tell me we can't use it. And I said, "No, we just can't use it. Is there anything, I don't know, that you can cut with, or that you can beat people with in your car?" He said, "Yeah, I got a baseball bat." "Can we see it?" "Yeah, sure." And he just took it from beneath the driver's seat. I'm like, "Oh my God." And then, as he was explaining this, the little boy that I told you about had that crisis. So we had to call everything off. And the entire crew was there and said, like, "You know, you seem to be getting along pretty well with this monster guy. Could you like just not leave us with him?" Because he'll get pissed off, you know, like you're the one who invited here, and then you're leaving, and you know, things might get a bit messy. And I said, "I'm sorry, but you know, this little guy's dying, so we gotta fend for ourselves. Just in case anything happens, just call 911 and call 112, and you'll get help." And then one of the interesting issues with the mobster guy, in the film, what you saw. So the thing is that the two kids managed to annoy the mobster so much that he wants to kill them, and he actually just draws one of the little guys out of the car through the window. And in order to save his partner, his friend, the other kid takes the money that the mobster had right beneath the changing, what do you call it, the gear, you know, and he throws it up in the air, and the mobster leaves the kid to recover his money. And I gave him 4,000 euros fake money. They have like a huge watermark, you know, reading fake, you know, on the money, so we wouldn't get in trouble with the law. And we had it with us on that Friday when the kid had a crisis. But then on Sunday, when we actually shot the picture, he forgot the money at home. Going home and coming back would take another, I don't know, 1 hour and a half and so on. And the rain was about to start, and we were very short of time. And he said, "But must it be euros?" And we said, "Yeah, that's preferable, but what? I was just anything?" He said, couldn't it be late?" And I said, "Okay, late, but we need like a whole bunch of bills." And he said, "Yeah, no problem." And he just takes out 40 million lei, 4,000 lei out of his pocket, and use this. Okay, so all kinds of surprises. And speaking of low-budget movies, be prepared to always improvise and to always adapt. And if you're producing it, be prepared to be the most hated person on the set. Because if you have the money, if you have the funds, people will actually do whatever they're supposed to do on the set. If all you have to give them is false, they weren't false dreams, they were just dreams. If all you have to do is feed them dreams, dreams are very frail, very fragile, you know? So they can be easily shattered. And things happen. Shit happens all the time. And you discover yourself at one point that you're the only one with energy and with lust and with in the mood to get things done, and all the other members of the crew are like, I'm too tired, this has been going on forever, it's like 2 o'clock and we haven't shot anything because of the rain, because of lunch, because that guy forgot the line, because you forgot I don't know what. So if you have the money, then it's easy, because say, if you're not going to do this, I'm not going to pay you. And more, I'm going to sue your ass. Okay? If you don't do exactly what I'm telling you, we have a contract, and I'm going to sue your ass. And this is very easy. But if you don't have this luxury, we, at the time of the shooting, we didn't sign any contracts with anybody because I was setting up this NGO, and the papers were like 2 months late. So there was no legal entity between us, the producing party, and the crew. So it was really everything based on handshakes and getting along well. So yeah, if you have the money, it's probably a lot easier. But if you don't have the money, be prepared to do some lip service, like to talk people into staying with you from the very beginning to the very end, to the bitter end.